Can you leave, Laura? You're kind of hard to look at.
No, I'm not gonna leave.
Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Dustin, and I am back with another video. How are you, Nick?
I am doing great. How are you?
I'm pretty good. There's a few things that I want to talk about in this video. I want to talk about Chappell Roan.
Okay.
I want to talk about P. Diddy, and I want to talk about Jeffree Star because I feel like he is getting like way too big for his britches lately. The whole attitude that he had on TikTok, well, I mean, it's a lot worse now than I think it's been in a very, very long time. So I want to talk about that, and if you guys are here for that, stay tuned to this video. Okay, so I love Chappell Roan. I've said that several times. We've talked about her a few times here on my channel, but recently a lot of people are calling her out because they say that she likes to complain a lot, which I complain a lot too. I'm not gonna like harp on her for that.
Oh my god, wait, I said yeah when
I mean, I do. He's being honest. I really do complain a lot.
No, but that is not why I said yeah, because I'm sitting here thinking of all the times that I've seen her complain just like over the past like few weeks. It's been a lot.
Yeah.
She's like complained about a lot. Well, stress is like not her friend.
Yeah, she was recently at the VMAs, and I'm not going to ding her for this either. Apparently there was a paparazzi and he was like screaming at her, and she was like, no, you shut the fuck up, because they were telling her to shut up. With her on that, like I wouldn't want to be badgered by paparazzi either. Like who would?
Well, it wasn't
right?
paparazzi. It was at the VMAs.
Oh,
she
I thought
was
it
on
was
the
a
red
pop.
carpet because she was supposed to be doing like Joan of Arc, and so the guy told someone to shut up. We still don't know if it was actually like her he was telling to shut up, and she just turned around and she was like, "No, you shut up." She's like, "Not me, bitch." I think that was her first VMAs too. So
yeah, it was. So Pop Crave tweeted out and said, Chappell Roan said to the Face magazine on the possibility of winning a Grammy, I'm kind of hoping I don't win because then everyone will get off my ass. And then she followed that up by saying, see you guys, we did it and we didn't win. Bye, I won't have to do this again. That comes across as a little shitty to me.
It does come across
Like
as very
bitter.
shitty, and one thing that we have learned from Nicki Minaj and the Grammys, you do not piss those people off. When they get a bad taste in their mouth about you, like you are done. You are blacklisted from the show. You are not coming back. So don't talk shit about the Grammys.
I feel like I'm always going to like Chappell because I think she has an incredible voice. She's an amazing
great
artist,
voice,
right?
I can't get into the song, you guys. I can't. Maybe it's been overplayed on TikTok. I have tried.
Girl, I love all her music. That Casual song is blowing up now. I liked it before it got popular. But I want to know what you guys think about this because to me it does come across as like...
A lot of people are turning against her, and I feel like it's so early on in her career. I don't know how long she's been at this before she actually hit like stardom, but
It took her almost 10 years to get to where she is now.
you know, speaking of someone that took like 10 years to get somewhere, Sabrina Carpenter is being nominated
she's
for
the baddest.
all of these Grammys, and one of the categories that she's being put into is Best New Artist. She is not a new artist. Sabrina Carpenter has been here for a while. To this level, no, but she's had music coming out for like years.
I didn't even know.
No, she's got some bops.
All
Y'all
I
let us know
know-
down below what Sabrina
I like
Carpenter bop
Taste.
you like.
That song Taste is
Love
like
it.
really good.
The whole album I have heard is really good. I still have not listened to Sabrina Carpenter's album. Taste, Please, 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 and Espresso. Genius
She's
for
so
being the
smart
singles.
with it too because she takes like those old beats and stuff and mixes it into her new song, and I think that catches a lot of people. But you guys let me know what you think about Chappell Roan down below. Okay, so now we need to talk about P. Diddy. I've talked about him, I think maybe 1 or 2 videos I've made about him. We all know what has happened.
He's in prison.
He's going to prison. He has
got
been
locked up.
arrested. Most recently, I think the biggest news about him that came out was the video, I think it was Cassie. They were in a hotel room and he like basically clotheslined her, knocked her out, and
Dragged her.
he really did drag her. That was graphic, and I hate that anybody ever had to go through that. But apparently...
And isn't that why, correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section, isn't that why he decided not to go to trial with her over? Like, that was a part of it because that video clip came out and he knew that, or it's going to get a lot darker out here.
Yeah.
The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant.
But P. Diddy has been busted. He is in custody, and apparently, allegedly, they're saying that he offered like $50 million to secure his bond, and I think like a $15 million house, and it was denied.
He put up his mom's house. I'm not exactly sure how much that one cost, but his house on Star Island was appraised at like $48 million.
That's
so he was putting
insane.
that up as well as his mom's. They've even taken the baby's passports. They said you are not getting
None
out
of
your
y'all
baby.
leaving.
No. Something I find very interesting and honestly disturbing is the fact that all this is going on with P. Diddy right now, and the accusations, the allegations, the evidence, and all this shit that they have against him. The articles that are being ran about this whole entire situation is like he had 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Granted, they were the really large bottles of baby oil, like he went to Costco. But let's talk about what else he did.
I was so shook. They said 1,000 bottles of baby oil, and then apparently they had like IV bags because apparently they were allegedly like drugging people and then giving them IVs to sober them up before they left. And then
It was at a freakum party.
yeah,
okay?
apparently these freak-offs? They were calling them freak-off parties were lasting like days. And it you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what a freak-off is, okay?
Allegedly, people were like being made to like have in front of P. Diddy, and it was like so he could take videos apparently of like embarrassing things for them. So I'm kind of like,
I hope every person that is involved in this is shaking in their fucking boots tonight.
Oh, they are.
Because I hope that all the people that were affected by this get justice because this is disgusting. We cannot have shit like this happening.
and in my own personal opinion, I think that Diddy is definitely the type that is going to sing like a little bitch when he gets
like
in
a
there.
canary girl.
So I don't know what the next step in this process is going to be. I don't know if we're going to get like an Epstein or if it's going to be something else.
I feel like we're going to get like an interview. You remember how R. Kelly had the interview and he was like, y'all are trying to kill me, man, and all that. Like, he's going to say he was set up, and there's no way. I don't believe that he was set up. There's been allegations against this man for years. Look at Aubrey O'Day. She has been calling this motherfucker out, and
Love
people need
Aubrey
to give
O'Day.
her fucking flowers for that.
They do.
Actually, I'm going to be talking about her like whole podcast with Bunny XO. I saved it to talk about because she said a lot in that I didn't even know.
They could honestly just throw R. Kelly and P. Diddy into a cell together, and they could just have their own little like freak off parties.
Ooh, no, P. Diddy's going to have a lot of fun where he's going.
Oh.
I'm sure he's going to have a lot of freak offs, but the only thing that's going to be different is there's not going to be any baby oil.
Yeah.
But you guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on that down below. But now I guess we need to talk about Jeffree Star.
So excited.
I haven't talked about Jeffree in a while. It's been a few videos.
Yeah.
And
Just one for me.
yeah, it's been a while. And Jeffree Star just recently came back to YouTube. I
Yep.
just watched his whole video. I thought it was going to be tea. It wasn't. And he made it out like this was going to be some big comeback.
Okay, you fell for it. Is what
No,
you
I
did.
didn't fall for it. I was bored and I needed something
egg on
to
the
watch.
face. Because Jeffree, every single time that he says he's going to come back to YouTube or right before a fucking launch, it's always going to be groundbreaking. It's going to be something legendary. He's going to change the fucking game. He's coming back. He's going to be uploading to YouTube. All this kind of fucking shit. It never happens.
Girl,
always makes it seem like he's going to spill a little bit of tea and there's no tea.
You know what it's like? It's
a
just like
drought.
Apple. Every year we anticipate a different kind of iPhone and then we get the same old shit. That's exactly what Jeffree does. So apparently he was on this live stream the other day and we talked about this in Nick's video. And I just wanted to talk about it here.
Okay.
I feel like Jeffree Star is getting worse as time progresses.
Let me tell you why he's becoming worse. Because Jeffree is at the top of his game again. Jeffree is like one of the #1 people over on TikTok when it comes to certain things. People suck his ass over there the exact same way these beauty influencers did on YouTube. The Manny MUAs, the
That's
Laura
true.
Lees, the
I
James
see
Charles,
it.
like all these fucking people. So now that Jeffree's on top, what happened the last time Jeffree was on top and he was threatened? What happened to James Charles?
I have a little conspiracy theory, right? Maybe Jeffree Star is going to come back to YouTube because he knows that TikTok is in danger of being banned because
They're not
that
gonna ban
ban
it.
is coming around in January, right? They're going to have to make a definitive answer on that. That lawsuit is going to be concluded by then. So he's going to have to get his ducks in a row if he's going to keep his brand going because if TikTok goes away, he's going to have to use YouTube and Instagram.
Yeah. A lot of people thought that he wasn't uploading on YouTube because he was like demonetized. I don't know if that's the case. Honestly, every time it comes up, I just always think like the reason that he doesn't upload on YouTube anymore is because the views are not what they once
And
were.
they're certainly
They went from
not.
like millions, but that's for like literally every beauty influencer. So it's not just like a Jeffree Star thing.
But this is kind of like Jeffree Star's own fault if you think about it. You can only neglect your platform for so long. Look, Jaclyn Hill goes periods of time without uploading. Jeffree Star rarely uploads. He can't come back and expect 2, 3, 4, 5 million views on a video. it just doesn't work that way. He's going to have to continue even if he does get disappointed with the views. But I do think you're onto something. I think the views started slipping, and I think that was a little bit too much for him because there's a video. It was in a series that he posted last year with Shane Dawson where he went out to the farm, and he basically said that YouTube just wasn't what it was anymore, and he just got tired of it because the views weren't there. He's going to have to get over that. That's a vanity thing.
I feel like a lot of the beauty influencers have like stuck with it and just like rolled with the times. I mean, Manny, again. James,
He's trying his
even
best,
James
girl.
is like really far down.
He's
compared
hanging
to
in
what
there
he
the
once
best
was.
he can. Him and Laura are clinging to life
That's
with
why
that
they
full
wanted to
coverage
go.
podcast.
That's why they wanted to go on the Just Trish podcast, and I'm glad that Trish did a little research and figured out exactly the type of people that they are, and also didn't go on her podcast. And I hope that they don't go on there in the future because, as we said before, I feel like they just want to like suck off the clout.
They're leeches,
in
girl.
that. And I think that they know that Trisha has one of the most successful podcasts out of all of these influencers out there, and I think that they want to latch onto that.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm glad that Oscar's back. Welcome back, Oscar.
Yeah, thank God.
Thank
the
God.
co-host
Thank
selection
God.
she had going on there for a minute, I was like, what? Why?
I didn't watch. I'm
Some
gonna
of
be
these
completely
people,
honest.
I was like, really, girl? Like, you couldn't vet any of these people that you brought onto the podcast? I cannot believe that she had Rodney Dangerfield on there. So anyway, back to Jeffree Star. He was on this live stream the other day, and he basically dragged this lady to hell. He said that she looked like her breast stunk, like she had plaque on her teeth and all that, and all the while I was sitting here listening to Nick watch that and him say all that shit, I was like, Jeffree Star out of everybody knows how hard it is to take care of your teeth because he at one time had some of the worst teeth I think I've ever seen. And I can say that because I was a dental assistant for a while. And
I want to say, when he ended this live stream with this lady and he said, I want to say one more thing, go brush your teeth, you look like you stink. The way that he said it, I still laugh about it.
Oh, yeah,
It was fucking funny. That's why I put it at the beginning of my video.
Straight up mean girl shit. And you know what? I'll be the first one to go for the jugular, but I don't feel like she did anything that would warrant him to act that way toward her.
She didn't.
That was just straight up mean girl behavior,
didn't.
and it was giving me the same energy of that whole rant that he went on against Shayla. If you remember back
It
in the
gave me
day,
that too.
he was talking
I felt
about
that
how he
too.
would beat her ass and their checking accounts didn't match and how she had fucked up face filler.
Yeah.
Girl, Jeffree, how are you going to try to read the girls on the same things that you have going on
Yeah.
or have had going on?
I remember when he had to get it like dissolved above his lip because everybody was getting like the big like lip
Who
migration.
lips?
Yeah, it wasn't the look.
I just don't understand. Like, Jeffree Star has everything. He has the world at his fingertips. He can do whatever. He could do a lot better if he would just be a little bit kinder. You don't have to be a fucking asshole to
But
everybody.
Jeffree claimed that this was just banter and this is what they do on
That's
battles.
not banner, and that's not how you act on
But you know what though? If first of all, he got upset because on her live stream she was saying, I think that he has this muted. The lady said something to his friend Paul, thinking that he could hear her, but he was walking down the street, and that's when Jeffree started to get nasty with her. And when she said that she thought that he had her muted, that's when he just like freaking like lashed out at her and started going like really fucking hardcore. And it's like, okay, if you want to say this is banter works when you're saying something and the person is bringing it back to you and giving you the same fucking energy. Not you being a fucking nasty motherfucker to this lady and then her being like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Wait, do you guys
We thought
know
we'd
each
say
other?
hi, you know. Show you how to really battle since y'all scores are lower than a couple people's IQs I met this weekend.
Oh.
Wait. Wait, what? Wait, I'm confused.
Yeah, you guys, let's turn up the fucking heat. Let's show Aiden how we really battle.
Everybody go. Who's this other guy? Paul?
DJ Glasses.
Okay, we've got 15 seconds left of doubles. Whatever we can do, y'all. Everybody try to play
Hi,
together.
Paul, do you have a
Paul's walking down the street, sweetie. He can't hear you. And no one has you muted. So stop listening to the trolls in your chat saying I have you muted when I never did. And don't feed into the bullshit. Thank you. Can you leave, Laura? You're kind of hard to look at.
No, I'm not gonna leave. Oh my god, Paul. Oh, hey, Jeffree. You're back.
I'm going to say one thing. Go brush your teeth. You look like you stink.
You have banner with people you have some kind of rapport with.
Yeah.
Jeffree had no rapport with her. He was not trying to be funny. He was not trying to be cute. He was trying to be a fucking asshole.
Wow.
He was trying to read her on her teeth when the reality of things is if he didn't have all that money that he had, he would still have the teeth that he looked like he was chewing sheet metal up
Well,
with.
people in my comment section, I'm sure you're going to get some comments like this underneath this video as well. It seems that Jeffree always has all the smoke when it comes to women.
He
Like, you
does.
never see Jeffree
Truly.
having smoke for a man.
He really does. The only time that Jeffree Star recently has had smoke for a man is when he called out James Charles and basically said that he was a child predator. It's just crazy to me that Jeffree Star wants to get on live streams and act this way. And I think it's a little bit humbling for him when he comes over to YouTube and he doesn't get the views that he gets anymore. So I just wanted to make that known. Jeffree, grow the fuck up. Like, for real.
You know, after the fact of this live stream, it didn't just stop with like Jeffree getting off of there, because I think it was originally the lady that he was yelling at that uploaded the video. When Jeffree's fans found that she was re-uploading that, the nastiest fucking shit. They were trying to like dig into her life and everything and like pick her apart.
Of course.
And it's like because your favorite was having banter with somebody and somebody screen recorded it. Stans are fucking insane. We were talking about this the other day. Like, who do you think has the most toxic like fan base out there? And it's between two people, and you might have two people in your mind right now as I'm fucking saying this, but it's Nicki Minaj and Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I think the Swifties are worse than the Barbs.
The
Swifties are worse than the Barbs, girl.
I could see a battle going down, and I don't know who I would have my money
The
on.
Barbs are just straight up nasty, but the Swifties, they will find out all your information.
Oh,
they will do the worst kind of fucking thing.
The Barbs do that too.
Oh,
the
that's
Barbs
true.
do that too,
Fair.
because I'm over on Twitter and I will like look in the threads when like the Barbs going back with the Swifties and all the other stuff that the Barbs hate Cardi B's fans. So they're always going back and forth like that, and I'm always in the thread just being nosy. Don't know what's going on, but I'm here.
But I want to know what you guys think about this down below. What do you think about Chappell Roan? What do you think about P. Diddy? And what do you think about Jeffree Star, the way he's been acting lately? It's really, in my opinion, I think he's gotten a lot worse.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed this video and you made it this far, please don't forget to like it. And if this is your first time here, please consider subscribing. And leave me the cop emoji. I know I used that one in the last one, but I think it's only appropriate we have that for P.
law's
Diddy.
at it again.
Yeah, the law's at it again.
Yeah,
but right,
someone called him.
I'm glad this time.
Yeah.
Lock him up. Throw
Yeah.
him under the prison. But with that said, I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and I will see you all in my next video.
Bye.
Bye, guys.